stars were prepared to deal with any conditions. The comms officer announced, "All clear," and bridge crew released webbing and set their chairs upright. "Nav officer, position please," Captain Lumley requested. "One moment, Captain. The guide is still collecting and analyzing star data." Major Quiros Barbas came to stand beside Speaker García. The pair was a contrast in personalities and physiques. Much about Speaker García was average: hair coloring, eyes, facial features, stature, and height, all of which was in contrast to his rapacious personality. In contrast, Major Barbas displayed a short, heavy-set bulldog stature. His stern visage and powerful physique echoed his taskmaster personality, and he was a devotee of the mission commander. Of the three bridge guests, the odd man was Administrator Olawale, who detested his title. In his mind, he was the mission's lead scientist. He was a bear of a man with a shaved head and a coal-black complexion, owing to his Nigerian ancestry, a country he knew only from the tales of his grandfather. Nigeria joined the African Western Coastal Pac before it became part of the African Union, AU, before its demise in the Third Union War. This last war found the AU against the bloc known as the Shia Intifada. "Captain," the navigation officer called out, "the guide confirms that at present velocity we are 18 days out from Maine. We've done it, Captain. Destination achieved." While the crew celebrated, Captain Lumley eyed Speaker García. The man stood stock still. No one congratulated him or patted him on the back, not even his sycophant, Major Barbas. "Navigation, put us on a heading toward Maine and maintain present speed," Lumley ordered. "Aye, Captain, setting course for Maine and maintaining speed." "First mate, prep and launch 3 probes. Minimum spread. I want them out there ASAP," Lumley ordered. "3 probes, minimum spread right away, Captain," the first mate replied, saluting Lumley and hurrying off the bridge. On an explorer ship, the bridge was centrally located, vertically and horizontally, to minimize exposure from external sources. The ship itself was an unusual shape, resembling the flying wing of the long-defunct U.S. stealth bomber. Early UE-FTL experiments destroyed a number of long-axis ships, tearing them to pieces during the transitions, until it was discovered that a winged shape with its short bow-to-aft length enabled the ship to quickly cross the transition zones. "Speaker García," Lumley said, "unless you have alternative orders, I will hold this ship a day out from the star's outer planet until we receive the probe data on the system." "Perfectly fine, Captain," García replied. "Major, Administrator, with me, please. We have preparations to make," García added, and strolled off the bridge. Surging ahead of the explorer ship, the probes spread out, and a day later were sending data bursts back to the ship. Expectations on the reunion were that drone data would be minimal until they closed on the system's habitable planet, hopefully discovering a successful colony or even a burgeoning world. Instead, the watch officers were slack-jawed as huge amounts of data poured in, itemizing thousands of ships entering and exiting FTL outside the system, the telltale electromagnetic pulse of transition evident to the probe's sensors. "Captain," the second mate signaled, "your presence is requested on the bridge." Urged on by the excitement in the second mate's voice, the captain hurriedly made his way to the bridge. Within minutes of reviewing the data, the captain called Speaker García to the bridge. It wasn't a requirement to notify Wambo, but the captain liked the gentle, unassuming scientist, so he called him too. Purely by happenstance, if you care to believe that, he neglected to contact Major Barbas. The 3 men stood on the bridge, listening to the bridge watch officers translate the data received from the probes. "I would say these colonists were fortunate to enjoy quite a successful landing, Speaker García," Lumley said quietly. "Undoubtedly, Captain," García murmured, lost in thought. His secret hope was to discover a small colony he might personally bring into the